Hello and welcome to 5-Year Club video number 245. Tonight is going to be a brief video. There is a Facebook kind of chat thing that I follow that I'm a part of, and it's something about investors or investment. And most of the people in the group, I would say, are between 20 and 30, probably biased towards between 20 and 25. Many of them are either undergrads or graduate students at top 20 schools. Very smart people. And they discuss all kinds of things. I don't think they're the most experienced, seasoned investors. I don't think those are people who are working on Wall Street right now. Maybe they will in the future. Anyway, what I've noticed is that they discuss Elon Musk a lot. They discuss Tesla a lot. And as the news cycle discusses recent things about Elon Musk and Tesla, they discuss buying and selling Tesla. And well, let's just talk about something that happened with Elon Musk recently. So Tesla has made some really big promises in terms of what the company can produce. They're doing, I think, very challenging things. I don't think that they're hitting all their goals. And as a result, or, maybe in addition to, a bunch of executives from Tesla recently resigned. Now, that's certainly not a good sign. On top of that, Elon Musk had like some kind of radio show or podcast that he was doing, and he took a sip of whiskey and kind of took a puff of a blunt or something on that radio program, and Tesla's stock dropped by 6%. And right, so that happened, right? And so you can see why somebody would think like, the stock dropped 6%. I wonder, should I be trying to take advantage of this somehow? All right, so that's one thing. Completely separate thing is that I just went to Burning Man for a week. I didn't have any cell phone access. I didn't have any internet access for a week. And so as a result, I didn't get to see any of the news cycle for a week. I didn't get to read anything in this Facebook chat string message, whatever. And it occurred to me like how freeing that was. And it occurred to me that when you're in your default everyday life, sitting at a computer, or just looking on your cell phone, and every day you're going to look at something like Google News. Every day you're going to see some story about some company. It could be Tesla, it could be RJ Reynolds, it could be anything. And it's easy. In fact, I think it's like human nature to get caught up in the drama of these stories, of these company stories. And it's also easy, I think, to want that in your investment life, in the sense that investing in index funds is boring. There's nothing going on. But if you invest in a single company, then you have a stake in that company. That company has an outsized influence on your financial outcome. And so you're more engaged with the news stories, the dramatic news stories that come out about that company. And I think you can kind of get a sense, if you're successful on 2 or 3 trades, that you have more control over your destiny in the single company volatile stock than you actually do. And I think you can get confused, and you can think that trading on this kind of news volatility is somehow investing, and it's not speculating. It's definitely speculating. It's more like gambling. And so I guess several things occur to me. Number one is that it's totally a coping mechanism, right? Because speculating in this way on a stock and gambling is totally, it's like an escapism thing. It's not really investing. It has nothing to do with increasing your net worth. It has everything to do with being involved in the story, being involved in the drama, to distract yourself from things in your life that are maybe more boring or less pleasant, even though they may be the thing that's actually earning most of your income. So that was one thing that occurred to me. And the other thing that occurred to me is just while I was at Burning Man is how relaxing it was to be freed of the news cycle, how relaxing it was to not pay attention to it. And so I guess my message tonight is just that holding index funds, in addition to the fact that their historical performance indicates that statistically they're likely to give you a better result than pretty much anything else you can pick right now in terms of equities, is just emotionally, and owning index funds is very freeing. Because if Tesla does really well, then if they're in the top 500, you still own a piece of Tesla. You still get some of that gain. But if Tesla does not do well, well, then Tesla is like one, they're like some thousandth fraction of your holdings. And so it really doesn't matter. It doesn't move the needle. Whatever drama is going on with Tesla, it's not going to impact your investment outcome. If Elon Musk smokes a blunt on a video program, it's not going to affect your retirement or your goals. And that feels really good because then you can read these stories and just not care, or not read these stories and not care that you didn't read the stories. So yeah, that's it for tonight. That's just my message. That's my observation. Is that a lot of the stuff that you'll see about companies in the news, about the drama around the founders and the executives at these companies, you get to ignore it if you just own the index. And that's very nice. All right, have a fabulous evening.